Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, dude. They're basically giving me points. Yo, we could just keep hitting this, man. This is so filthy. You guys know we could keep hitting these plays, right?
Do you hear? They approach.
I mean, that's not really good. So it's gonna grow, but if I'm playing Incinerating, it's gonna grow. I think he'll continue to grow though. Incinerating. I don't know. Maybe we do go Incinerating though. They end up playing their cards and it switches off. Yo. Hey, my friends, are you ready for this?
Piece of lembas.
Oh my god. This is so filthy. Yo, thank you for the cheer. Appreciate it, Tech. We can replay it. We can triple play it if we roll into it. They're deciding.
You are no lunet of mine.
Favorite deck so far? Nilfgaard, Imprisonment, Masquerade Ball, or Emir Spies. One of those two. The ones that helped me rank up like crazy this season, man. How about yourself? Yo, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. How's your game going, normal? What's it called? Save the Thieves you play?
The earth will
I don't know anything about it.
The blood of elves.
We are assuming we shall see boost.
I am who I need to be.
Have a guess what that could be. Oh. Hey, what's up, legends? Welcome back to another deck guide. Before we get into today's list, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please take the time to do so now. My next objective is to reach 10,000 subscribers, and I'd really appreciate your help and support in achieving that goal. For today, I've come around to a traps list. I did have a number of requests to make this list, so that's what kind of enticed me to come to it. I don't mind playing traps myself also. So for the leader ability, it is Deadeye Ambush. The order is that we get to spawn an Elven Deadeye in an allied row. We have 3 charges. The Elven Deadeye is this token unit that you see here. Bear in mind, these token units have the bandit tag, and that will play of some significance in this build because I am playing the card Free Company as well to act as a double Isengrim basically. So with our leader ability, we just look to reserve this for the end of the match to make Free Company play for more points and Isengrim. Kind of a big point slam at the end of the match is how we're looking to operate Deadeye Ambush leader. So the stratagem that we're using is Anshay Saber, I think it's pronounced. The order is that we get to spawn and play Scoia'tael Neophyte. That's this unit that you see here. This unit on deploy spawns a base copy of this unit on the other row. And the order is that you get to transform an allied elf into an Elven Deadeye. So the units that you'd want to transform would be obviously one Neophyte can transform the other. And typically what I like to do with one of the other Neophyte order abilities is transform Avalok Sage into one of our token units. So this stratagem is really nice to use in combination with Scenario. What we want to do first is play Scenario out round 1, and then we click this stratagem out and we get a quick and effective activation of our Scenario, getting a lot of points out and saving our Scenario from getting heat waved early on before we can get more value from it. So what I'm going to do is run you through this list bottom up, explain how best to play each card, when to play it during a match, and then we're going to discuss how to execute the strategy for our deck. So to begin with, we're just going to cover the bronze units that we have in this list. The Dolblathana Bomber, what it does is on deploy, damage 2 random enemy units by 2. What I'd say is with all of these bronze elf units that you see in our list, we can use those round 1 to get round control. And then what we want to do over the course of a long round 3 is go unitless playing traps. So try to prioritize round 1 bronze elf units, round 3 our gold elf units and traps. Okay, so bear that in mind. So nice card to play out round 1. Venosiel's Commando. At the end of your turn, boost off by 1 if you control only elf units. Ignore the condition if you control Venosiel. This is just a nice engine, gives us passive points. Really nice round 1 just to help us get round control. Constant point accumulation. And will work consistently for us because the majority of our units are elf units. We're not really looking to play free company round 1. So Venosiel's Commando should keep ticking for us. So what I like to do with Venosiel's Commando is play that early on into round 1. If not, the Elven Swordmaster as well. Elven Swordmaster is pretty nice in our deck. Order melee, damage an enemy unit by 1, cooldown 2. Whenever you play an elf, decrease cooldown by 1. So because we're playing so many elf units, we basically consistently get the Elven Swordmaster's order ability to be used on each one of our turns. Just keep playing your elf units out and keep triggering that cooldown better and faster. Perhaps you want to establish the Elven Swordmasters down early on in round 1 and then go for the passive points, because it can help us with controlling the board and destroying the enemy's units, because we do have a few different ways that we can establish some control with some of our elf units. So, for example, you could use like Elven Swordmaster in combination with the Archers to get some pretty good value, right? So sequencing would be Swordmasters first, then Commandos, and then you're going to play your other bronzes. So also for round 1, we have the Bowman. Deploy, damage an enemy unit by 1 for each row that separates it from this unit. Basically what that means is that we want to play this card ranged row and target the opponent's ranged row unit for max value. Dolblathana Archers. Deploy melee, damage an enemy unit by 3. Bear in mind, Deathblow, we get to spawn an Elven Deadeye on this row, which is that token unit. Deploy ranged, damage 2 units by 1. And if we get the Deathblow, that could play for a really big value. So that's what we want to try to go for. We want to ping down the opponent's units so we can get the Deathblow ranged with this card. And then we're spawning more Deadeyes, which is really effective, can play for a lot of points for us. So what I like about this Archer unit is that it can help to generate more of these bandit tokens for us at the end of the match if we want to take this towards the end of the match, and can make free company and Isengrim play for bigger point slams. And also it's just a very effective card to help get round control round 1 because of the amount of points it can generate. So you'd look to use Elven Swordmaster to synergize with the Dolblathana Archer, playing it for the ranged ability, get more out of the Deathblow value that way, okay? So, like I said, all these cards, round 1, feels pretty good. Then moving on to our traps. So, for the traps, this is what we want to play over the course of a long round 3. We want to go unitless, right? Incinerating traps is how we'd like to open up into the long round 3, and then play the other traps out. But it depends on what the opponent shows us, right? If the opponent shows us a very good unit that we want to remove immediately, we could spring Serpent Trap, for example, and destroy it. So It depends what the opponent plays. Anyway, let's say we open up with Incinerating Trap. We want to float this for the ambush. So what that means is damage the next unit your opponent plays on their side by 5. You can spring this as well, doing 3 points of damage, but that's a less effective play. So we have 2 of those. Feel free to open those up one after the other over the course of a long round 3. Crushing Trap would be better played towards the end of the long round 3 when the opponent has more units on the board and we can get more value out of this card because of its ambush ability. So ambush works as timer 2, damage all enemy units on the row with the most units by 2. Basically, after 2 turns have elapsed, we can play this out for max value. Okay, you can also spring this as well. If you spring this, you get to damage all units on a row by 1, but we don't really want to play it like that. Then we've got Pitfall. So with Pitfall, Pitfall's pretty nice because it can give us some instant removal to the opponent's unit. Let's say the opponent plays a 6-powered unit. We could spring this and completely remove it. Because on spring, we get to randomly split 6 damage between all enemy units. But of course, if there's only 1 unit, you could just kill that 1 unit off. We also have this to play for the ambush, right? So if we leave this for ambush, after your opponent plays a card face up, split damage equal to its provision cost between all enemy units. Ambush can play pretty effectively if we understand our opponent's deck quite well and we can time out what they're going to play, right? Like a Neuromancy, Amphibious Assault, something like that. It could play for a very high value as well. Then we have Yaven. Yaven's a bandit, which does have synergy with Free Company. With Yaven, the deploy is that you get to damage an enemy unit by the number of elf units in this row. So I do have Yaven in this deck to help us get round control. And what we want to do, because of how the way this card works is, we basically want to row stack our units so Yaven plays for max value. So that's what we want to do. Round 1, be aware of where you're placing your cards, your scenario, making sure there's enough room for Yaven to be played out. It can be played also over the course of a long round 3. But if we do that, we got to bear in mind that most likely we're going to have to play Eldain early, and it may affect some of the sequencing of our plays. Because over the long round 3, we're playing more traps, right? So more of a round 1 card is Yaven. Serpent Trap, another card. Serpent Trap is played really good on the spring because he can destroy the enemy unit with the lowest power, which could work really good sometimes, like against Sir Scratch-a-Lot. Very effective form of removal to some immunity units, maybe like Saskia as well. You can also leave this for the ambush, which works that after your opponent plays a special card, destroy the enemy unit with the highest power. So, you know, it really depends on the opponent's deck how you want to go about this. Like I said, typically for me, I find like playing Serpent Trap on the spring over the course of a long round 3 is very effective. Sometimes round 1 you may like to use it because the opponent may play a strong card such as Saskia as well. Then we have Ellerin. So with Ellerin, this is a thinning card, increases the consistency of our deck. At the end of your turn, if you control 5 or more elves, summon this unit from your deck to your melee row. So make sure you got enough space on the melee row to play this card out. So you got to bear in mind, we need space on the melee row for Ellerin, the Swordmaster with the auto ability, and perhaps Yaven as well for round 1, okay? So always leave this card in your deck. Free Company. Okay, so with Free Company, look at it as a second Isengrim that we have. The way this card works is that on deploy, we get to boost all allied bandits by 1. And a lot of these elf cards that we have assumed the bandit tag. So Free Company, you can kind of work it into this deck now. What we want to do with Free Company is really use it as a point slam finisher in combination with Isengrim at the end of the match. So that's after having played out all of our trap cards, after we've played out Eldain, and then what you're going to do is play Free Company at the very end you're going to play Isengrim first before Free Company, because Isengrim does have the bandit tag on it as well. So we can use Free Company to boost that up. And same thing with Isengrim. Deploy boost all other allied elf units by 1. Whenever you play an elf, boost elf by 1. Isengrim is a finisher like Free Company once again at the end of the match, after having played out all your elves, transforming all your traps. So before you commit these cards out, fully exhaust your leader as well at the end of the match. With Hattori, just another way to get an extra trap on the board. This card allows you to create and play a trap card from your starting deck. You get a selection of 3 trap cards when you play this out. We're playing so many different traps. You can really get whatever you like. Typically, best thing to play Hattori for would be to get another Serpent Trap and maybe just remove a unit from the opponent's board, springing the Serpent Trap. Maybe Pitfall's good too. You know, just see what you'd like to play out. But try to save Hattori over the course of a long round 3. More trap gives Eldain greater value. Yorveth as well. This card is a bandit, so works good with Free Company at the end of the match. Deploy, return an allied trap to your hand, then play a trap. So see what kind of a trap you'd like to replay, whatever's going to give you the most value. Once again, Serpent Trap seems to be a pretty good option with this card. Basically, we could do like a triple Serpent Trap play. If we could save Serpent Trap over the course of a long round 3, we could replay it with Yorveth again, which is pretty devastating. And perhaps even create another Serpent Trap play through Hattori. Royal Decree just gives our deck a bit of consistency. Play a unit from your deck. What I like to use Decree for is, let's say round 1, if we don't get Avalok Sage to pull us Feigned Death, which is extremely important for round control tempo, I'd say we save Decree for that. So that's a really good play. If you don't have Feigned Death in hand, you don't have Avalok, play Decree to get your Avalok. If you already have those cards, what you can do is just simply save Decree for the end of the match to ensure you Eldain, Isengrim, or Free Company. Then with Avalok Sage, we're looking to play this card Range Throw. It allows you to play an artifact from your deck. I like to use Avalok Sage to get us our scenario card from deck, because like I said, that's extremely important to help us get round control and points. So a very nice opener into round 1 is you simply play Avalok Sage, Range Throw, thin out Feigned Death from your deck, activate Stratagem, you get all those points and all those thinning. Feels really good. So if you have Avalok Sage in hand, and you happen to have Feigned Death in hand, you could just pass Feigned Death away, okay? Because you already got insured through this. Eldain is an end of match card. Bandit as well. Deploy, transform all your face-up traps into Elven Deadeyes. So this is how we're looking to get a lot of value out of our trap cards. So basically the idea is that we want to play out all of our traps. And then once we've played out all the traps, you're going to play Eldain. And then after that, it's going to be followed by Isengrim and Free Company. And then we've just got Feigned Death scenario card to help us get round control. And as we play Feigned Death out, all you have to know is that we're spawning out these selections of cards. And it just gives us some good points, okay? So now that I've run you through the list, let me explain how to execute the strategy for this deck. So what I'd say with this list is that we have a unitless theme, and it doesn't really have much tempo outside of round 1 with scenario. So it's extremely important that we get round control with this deck, right? And the way we look to do that will be through the following line of play. Round 1, you can go Avalok Sage, drawing out Feigned Death, using Stratagem, activating it right away, thinning out Elrond, getting all those points on the board. From there, round 1, prioritize winning round 1 just through the use of your bronze elf units. Basically the bottom half of our list. Feel free to commit all those cards. At most, you could commit maybe 1 trap as well round 1. Yaven. That should be about it and should give you enough points to get round control. Let's say you get round control, just pass round 2, go into a long round 3. And then over the course of a long round 3, we just want to play unitless. Just playing our trap cards out. And the sequencing of play would typically be that you play out incinerating traps first. You could play Pitfall or Serpent Trap, depending on what the opponent plays. You could replay whatever trap you like through Yorveth, depending on what the opponent plays. Create extra traps through Hattori. So once you've gone through all your traps, what you're going to do is, after activating them all, you play Eldain, transforming them into token bandit units. Then the sequencing would be that you exhaust your leader ability fully, you play Isengrim, and then your final play at the end of the match will be Free Company, basically to boost your board at that time. So just remember, push hard to get round control, pass round 2, go along round 3. That's it. Very simple and straightforward strategy. Thank you for your time and support, and I hope you enjoy the following matches. Serpent Trap could be good going first here. Scenario is nice to see. Put some of the traps away, come back to them. Yo, thanks for the follow, Legend. Appreciate it. Oh, that's a bit unlucky. That's a bit of a brick.
Bloody wind. It's never at my back.
Nice to hear, my friend. Nice to see you. Thanks for another day. So, with this deck, I'm kind of playing like a double Isengrim kind of style. Got Free Company. Traps with Free Company, something a bit different. Something I haven't tried before. Unfortunately, we're bricked up. It's not good.
May your sword and arm be one.
So focus on getting the engines down early.
Glad we helped.
And pretty much take it from there. That would be nice to take out. I don't really have reach for that. May come around to it.
Swords I smile at, weapons love to scorn.
Yeah, even would have been good here too, you know. Kind of missed them. Oh, it's a mage's deck.
With dignity. Gestures smooth.
Oh, crap. Okay. So they're looking for patience value. We really gotta come around to that, man. Ow. How do I freaking come around to that? What have they played so far? We're not really concerned about them generating damage value because we're going unitless. I think it's more about the boosting mage we gotta kind of look out for, you know? Okay, so we just keep playing, huh? Oh, that's a good hit. Nice. I think we have a potential pass coming up that could put us in a good spot. AA's good points.
How did I fare, Mistress Letitia? Well this time, yes?
Yeah, so they'll be going card down, right? We go up by 2. Maybe a good pass. So I think we get the long round, which is what we kind of wanted. That's all we really want with this deck, just a long round. Nice. Put Ellerin back for sure. Pretty good hand for a long round. This one can be the pass card. Are they gonna bleed, are they? Wow. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yes, sure.
They do not fall. Why do they not fall?
Yep, so what's this going for? Missing by 5. It's a little problematic, the bleed, you know. I might put out a token. Just to stay ahead.
Cunning play.
And now? We can replay that trap as well with Yorveth.
But we shall prevail.
I could replay it, probably not for spring. Maybe we just float.
I am who I need to be.
I think we float it for the ambush. And we may get to kill the 9. Sweet. Nice to see you, my friend. Yeah, playing traps. Playing Free Company with traps. Haven't done that before. So kind of curious to see how it performs. Obviously, the traps turn into the bandit tokens. So it's kind of like a finisher with Isengrim for us. Might expect Horn, right? Hopefully they play a special and we just burn that 9 now. That would be a perfect situation. I'd love to see that. Oh, yes. Yes. That's great, man. Oh. Oh. Oh, they kind of, I think they weren't aware of the sequencing there. Okay. Yeah, badly, man. So what else could they be doing here? I think we just play this.
You're dead already.
That was really good for us. Oh, it's Gerhardt.
The life of a source isn't a bed of roses, I tell you.
Sure.
Kill them! Kill them all! Customer is king.
I think we float it. 1, 2, 3, 4.
For the daisy of the valley!
Humans to the sea!
Okay. Maybe this is less effective. What's good, Zero? How are you, my friend? Yes, we're playing traps. We got them so good with that heat wave, how they pulled into it. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, let's look for more traps. Guess so. Yep. 1, 2, that. Start off with that. Then we can throw down Pitfall, or maybe we go for another Incinerating. Squirrel? Okay.
At last.
Havelock's sweet in this kind of a deck, my friends. So good. That's such a good kill. Oh, that is really good. I'm telling you. Very, very good kill for us. This match has been pretty clean so far. That's good pasta. Easy, easy.
Day is nigh when all shall behold my
Oh my god. So, what's our following combos? Yeah, it's probably Eldain now, I think.
I've no patience for dying. I'll do so sword in hand.
Let's go, 18. How are you, my friends? What are they going for? Goes for damage, is it?
They do not fall.
Yeah.
Why do they not fall?
The boosting. Yeah, I guess they know there's no real risk left.
For the daisy of the valley!
Okay, Isengrim.
Right-head Sparley!
And then we just got free company to finish. Isengrim's a bandit. Keep that in mind. Sage is not. Yeah, so nice.
Oh, Robin Hooch,
Cool.
life in a nutshell.
That was a really good win for us. Oh, this could be some like practitioner spam thing. Uh-oh. How do we counter that? Is this the first, like one of the first few times I'm going first in a match? I think I've been going second most of the times, haven't I?
Await the signal. Till then, don't budge.
We will take back what was
Tibor?
stolen.
Yeah, it's a nice core review. You could play it like that too, yeah. I get what you're saying. Different styles there. Uh-oh. What the hell is
I'll
this?
do what I can. Let us sing the song of steel.
We got one spot for Yavin.
Onward, onward, to be showered with imperial gold.
What are they trying to play through there, man? I think we have to really attack it, eh? If I play... Do we go Yavin there? How much should that play for? 8. And if I get through there, what are we doing though anyway? crap. It's a hard call, man. I don't know. Let's see what it is.
We were not the ones to start this war.
Oh, you reckon Tibor spam?
Thanks for the offer, but I prefer to create my own company.
Yeah, so now we can't play this. I've got this, so what's going on with my mouse, man? Get rid of that. Get that.
Look what Gwent has dragged in.
Elren has shown us the way.
Crushing trap. Pitfall, yeah.
Do not vex me with this little attempt at escape.
We need to kill these out consistently, right? Now Pitfall? When would we play it? Do we spring it? I'll try to attack that.
You're dead already.
Operator next. Yep. Can I have the defender?
Target acquired.
Battle preparation. Isn't it? I mean, this is a lot of... There's a lot of points down though, right? Is it safe for us to pass at any point? How would that work if we pass at some stage?
If I'm to die, I'll do so sword in hand.
Like, I can use Swordmaster to ping Bitter and
Do
Spawn.
not vex me with this futile attempt at escape.
If we pass, we lose. How do you know what it is? If we pass, even if we're playing traps, what does everyone think? I can't bleed with that deck, man. So what's expected? That I win round 1 and bleed? I can't bleed with this deck anyway. You go all in, you reckon? What? All into round 2? Yeah, we're playing traps. Okay.
Good ass. Don't dare think you can escape.
Vilgefort's Renegator. So they're getting 4?
No way. All aims me now.
Okay. So what are we supposed to do now? We play into this. We bleed out the Tibors, right? There's 4 of them. What do we got left later? We can serpent trap the Tibors, man. You ever thought about that? They just play it from hand, eh?
It's time.
We can spring kill. I think the objective is to bleed them.
Get no quarter!
Hattori gets us another, and we kill another. We can replay that.
Cunning play.
Customer is king.
I mean, even... How much provision cost is Tibor? Wouldn't Pitfall do some crazy... Would Pitfall remove it? How much provision is it? No, it wouldn't.
Long live the Emperor!
Get rid of that one too.
Alba!
Just go unitless.
Get no quarter!
Wait, so we can pass now. Because we won the first round. And all the T-balls are out, right? Why should I commit? And then we still got good stuff left. Yeah, that's right. So winning round one's imperative. And then bleeding them out. And now we've got all this card advantage and that's it, yeah. Should be a forfeit, right? Thank you, appreciate it. We figured it out, eh? It's a very particular like line you gotta take with this kind of a deck. Oh, that's great. That's a really good win. Fantastic, man. Gotta put Ellerin back. We have Avalok to pull that anyway. As Simlas. Simlas with the Waylays, yeah, stronger combo. More impact, huh? But it looks pretty similar. Similar kind of a thing. Drawing a few different cards out.
Hey, listen here. Listen well.
Nothing like some overseas plundering in springtime.
It's time.
Don't dare think you can escape.
Maybe they hit Coral now. If they hold Stratagem, probably have Coral. I think so. Good to have Yavin here. Oh, wow. They want nothing to do with it, man. They do not want to see that there.
You're dead already.
Actually, let's go this first.
Look what the werecat dragged in.
Little one.
I fish breath? How dare you, foul swine! No Black Banner!
That way. Ranged row, ranged row. Row stack for Yavin. Maybe we get around to the bonded unit with Yavin. Oh, greatsword, right.
Uncrate!
Okay, no coral. It would be good to get to the greatsword, but I think it's just out of reach. Crushing Trap could play good for some good value. Maybe for now we're just going this. This thins out Ellerin.
We will take back what was stolen.
Crushing Trap could be sneaky. They may just pass and then we get a win on even, something like that. Oh, megascoping, right. Yeah, sure.
Let me give you something to remember me by.
Just play a bit of mental warfare. Let them wonder what it is. Just at 30. We've still got the passive points there. Megascope's so good value in that deck. Great sword at 10. 4 for 10. Sweet. It's truffle.
You can kiss my tail goodbye.
Okay. $27. That is such a good value, Crushing Trap. Could reset location after uses the boost. Still pushing on. Oh, wow. So what do we got? So we got rain to worry about. Nah, I think that's the pass point, huh? We're finding out, Zeros. Maybe it's good against soldiers because you go on unitless and they do pings of damage. Having a look. Let me do the detective work for you. They will most likely bleed because they got the order there. We got some nice cards. I don't know. It's always hard when they get around control. They're gonna have to see. Gonna have to look. Rent-free vamps, yeah. So if they wish to go like truffle now, this could counter. We can still use it for 5 points removal. Saving that for Eldane, I think. Maybe that's effective. Okay.
Welcome back, Geralt of Rivia.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, well, we anticipated the truffle play there. Just, do we go a trap? Maybe a trap? I think it was a misplay, right? They don't know how the card works, or they just didn't look at the deck? Oh, that's a good kill. That's a really good kill. That's huge to get that, because they... How many Megascopes did they play? They played one. Yeah, they may have Megascope in hand, and they're trying to go for another.
A sword to outshine all others.
Yeah. We go to 4. Or we could go, like, we could play Yaben, huh? So 2 points of damage, isn't it? And then we go to 6.
I fail men herreth den verde.
Probably has Echo in hand, yeah. Oh, that's good. We're looking for more traps stuff. Oh, we're going first, are we? Yep. Problem is, their leader can remove our tokens. Thank you for the follow. Leader could get rid of our tokens. This is the issue here. Let's see. I wonder what gold they're going to try to pull with Compass. Hopefully they deploy something good to remove. It could help set up the 2-powered archer to get a nice death blow. Oh,
That might even be amusing.
good, 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 good.
Let's not get in the way of me axe.
So hold on, what's the creep for? Just free company? Is that it?
They can hide, but there is no escape.
Saber, Tooth. Yeah, I used to play like that too. I've put out so many different trap decks, my friend. I've done one with the Immunity Dragon, Tiger, Simlas Waylave, and Nociel. I've done them all. You can just check my playlist. So yeah, this one's just different that oh, let's go look at that. Different because we're just using free company, I guess, in this one. More of a point slam we're going for. Good they played that ranged. Why not? Nice. Where our deck suffers is like against decks that are really high tempo and when they get round control. Because we just get our combination split out and then it's less effective. We get like 2-0'd, you know? If we get the long round, it's our best chance with this kind of a list. So round one's very important. Winning with scenario. Overkill. We just hit the Eldane. Probably.
Allow me to play you an elven folk.
I like the artwork for Junod, hey. Is that a Shaelmar? Looks like it. What do they do? Oh, Pella.
Time for you to die, Dwan. Accursed racists.
That's nice points. Free company comes down pretty hard here. They're all bandits, huh? Yep, Eldane. See? Bandits. Bandit, bandit, bandit. Pretty good value play. Not bad, not bad. Yeah, true. I didn't go for Venosial because I know Soldier's got a lot of armor this time. Maybe less effective, I don't know. Okay. Ooh. Well, let's see what they got, man.
We get a lot of things in our
Nice. Okay.
one of them.
Oh, that's massive. Oh. Now we know what Lady of the Lake was for.